Good morning, students. I am Dr. R.V.S. Mani. Today I am discussing line integral. Line integral is defined as it is some xy plane. In xy plane, I taken some smooth curve. Suppose C represents smooth curve C. The function defined in smooth curve is f bar. It has enclosed 2 points. Suppose endpoints A and B. The integral taken along this curve, along the line, is called line integral, and it is defined as line integral means only single integration. It is defined as f bar. F bar is nothing but the function or vector defined on this curve, and dr is the work done, dr is the displacement along this curve. It is called line integral. So here f defines a smooth curve. Represents C joining 2 points A and B. So the integral taken along this curve is called line integral. It is given by I is equal to integral f dot dr over C. In other words, line integral is also called work done. So work done is given by work done is equal to force into displacement. Here suppose a curve is there like this. It is curve C. The function defined on this curve is suppose f bar. It is the curve C. It is n 2 points AB. Now suppose suppose it is a particle is moving from some A to P point. The direction along this curve is called dr. It is called some displacement. F is your force vector. Here, this f bar represents the force vector acting on a particle moving along this arc AB. This arc AB, the work done during a small displacement dr is called here f dot dr. F is equal force vector, dr is the displacement. It is called work done only some certain distance dr. Suppose you want total along the curve, you can take integration like this f dot dr. It will give the complete work done from along A to B direction. It is called the work done. So the line integral is also known as work done. I is equal to integral A to B f dot dr. F is the force vector, dr is the displacement. It is taken along the curve A to B. Now we will go through the problems. See here, if f is equal to 3xy bar minus y square j bar, evaluate line integral f dot dr, where C is the curve represents y is equal to x square in xy plane from 0, 0 to 1, 2. Here if you draw this curve on the graph, suppose see I taken some xy plane. Here y is equal to x square. Y is equal to x square is the parabola. Okay, like this y is equal to x square is the parabola. And see here it is center 0, 0, 0, 0 to, you can work out from 0, 0 to 1, 2. 1, 2. Okay, here x is taking limits from 0 to 1 and y is taking limit from 0 to 2. Okay, now from this diagram you can take the values. See all of here, the line integration of f dot dr. F is already mentioned in the problem. Dr means you can find out the displacement. Here always you can choose the position vector along the curve. R bar is equal to xi plus yj plus zk, and in xy plane z is 0, so r bar become xi plus yj only. Now find dr. Dr, how can you find? Differentiate with respect to the derivative. Dr is equal to dxi bar plus dyj bar. Now substitute these two values, these two in the integration. Now it become like this. See, f means the given function, dr means I wrote dxi bar plus dyj bar All of you find the dot product. The dot product is I dot I1, J dot J1. So depending on the dot product, okay, so by dot product 3xy dx, next minus J dot J1, so here y square dy. Okay, ఇది along the curve C. Now the problem is here along the curve. After dot product we have 3xy dx minus y square dy. So but already I told the line integration is evaluate only one variable. But in this case, you have two variables. You need to convert the problem into either x or y. So how can you convert either y or x means only one variable means already you given the curve is y is equal to x square. Using this curve equation, you can convert this line integral to either y or x. So now I am converting all y terms into x. So in place of y, I am replacing 2x square and dy. dy means differentiate here. dy is equal to 4x dx. Okay, now substitute in this in the line integral. You will get line integral 3x. This y is replaced by 2x square with respect to dx minus, again what is y here? Y is 2x square whole square. And again what is dy here? dy is 4x dx. So from this what I observed here, the complete integration is converts to only one variable x. It is completely x terms. Now you can take x limits are 0 to 1. X limits are 0 to 1. Now all of you now integrate from 0 to 1. After simplification, here 6x cube, 6x cube minus 2 square 4, 4 into 4 16, x power 5. And x is varying from 0 to 1. Now all of you integrate this expression with respect to x. 6 is constant. What is x cube integration? X power 4 by 4 minus 16. X power 5 integration. X power 6 by 6. Limits varying from 0 to 1. Now if you take here 6 by 4 is constant. In place of x put upper limit 1. 1 power 4, lower limit is 0, minus 16 by 6 times upper limit is 1, lower limit is 0. So we have 6 by 4 minus 16 by 6. You will get the answer is minus 7 by 6. So when you got minus, this represents the direction of the curve, clockwise or anti-clockwise. So like this, you can find out the line integral of any curve. Next, we'll move on to circulation model. It is very important. Circulation type. If you are given any closed curve, how can you find line integral along the closed curve? See this problem. If f bar is equal to x square plus y square I bar minus 2xy j bar. Evaluate integral circulation of f dot dr, where c is the curve where curve C is a rectangle. Here the curve is rectangle in xy plane, bounded by y is equal to 0, y is equal to b, and x is equal to 0, x is equal to a. Like that you're given. So if you take this data, it is only xy plane. Like this, suppose it is xy plane. Okay. It is xy plane. In xy plane, the limits are given. Y is equal to 0, x is equal to 0, x is equal to a, and y is equal to b. So along x-axis, suppose x is equal to some a distance, it is the line is given, and y is equal to b, you have some distance like this, y is equal to b. If you have 4 lines, joining these 4 lines, you will get the rectangle shape like this. The coordinates are center is 0, 0. Okay, center is 0, 0. And this point is a, x-axis a and y-axis is 0 here, a comma 0, and this point is x coordinate is a and y coordinate is b, and this point is here x coordinate is missing 0, y coordinate is b. Now it is nothing but you can take some this rectangle named as some O, it is some a, it is b, it is some c. OABC is now a rectangle. Now here circulation means OABC is now become a closed curve. Now you have to evaluate line integral through all these directions is called circulation of this curve. So you can find integration along only one direction, either OA direction or OC direction. You have to follow only one direction. Here I am selecting only one direction here. I am starting from along OA direction, along AB direction, along BC, along CO. I have 4 in line parts are there. If you add all 4 line integrals, we will get the complete circulation of the problem. So here the total curve integration is given by f dot dr is given by, it is nothing but, first you can go along OA direction. Next you can go along AB direction. Next you go along BC direction. And next along CO direction. So we can work out these all four line integrals will give the complete circulation of this curve. So first we will go along OA. If you go along OA direction, if you find along OA direction, one thing remember, when you go along OA direction, here see the coordinates along OA direction. Along OA, the vertex of O is center 0, 0 and A is A, 0. Here see the first coordinates are 0 to A. X is representing 0 to A and Y is equal to 0. You can take coordinates like that. So first I am calculating the line integral along Y direction. Along Y direction, what are the O vertex? 0, 0. And what is A vertex? A, 0. A, 0. Now X is varying from 0 to A and Y is 0. Y is 0. So when Y is 0, dy become 0. Now replace these coordinates in the line integral OA. F dot dr. F means already given in the question. What is F? X square plus Y square times I bar minus XY 2XY j bar. It is F function. Dr. Dr is the position vector already we discussed in the previous question. Dr is nothing but dx I bar plus dy j bar. No need to write z because it is xy plane. Now if you take the dot product, I dot I is 1, I dot here, if you go for different color here, I dot I is 1. So you will have only integration of x square plus y square times dx. Next y j dot j1. So you have only minus into plus minus 2xy dy. And again one more here, if you go along y direction, already see x is varying from 0 to a means this problem goes to only in terms of x. Y clearly 0. In this expression, you can put y0 and dy 0. Now it become like this, x square, already y 0. Here y 0 already. From the previous boundary see y 0. So it becomes 0 here, y 0. With respect to dx, minus 2x. Again y also 0. It is 0. Okay. Next, it is 0. So now x is varying from what are the limits? 0 to a. 0 to a. Okay. So now therefore, it become the integration along OA is nothing but x from 0 to a. We have only x square dx. X square dx. X square integration is x cube by 3. And replace the limits 0 to a. And the upper limit is a here. A cube by 3. This is nothing but along y direction, the integral value is a cube by 3. It is first value. In the same model, in the same steps, you can find along AB direction, BC direction and CO direction. And next we'll find along AB direction. Along AB direction, first you write down the coordinates. What is A coordinate? A comma 0. What is B coordinate? A comma B. Okay. So from this AB direction, here x is taking values. Here see x is taking values A. And y is taking values 0 to B. That means in this direction, AB direction, y become the function, x become constant, dx is equal to 0. Therefore, replace in this AB direction, f dot dr is given by, already you have f dot dr value. What is f dot dr value? X square plus y square dx minus 2xy dy. In this, you can substitute the limits. Here, already x is equal to a, dx is equal to 0. Replace the limits here. Okay. Now, x is equal to already a square plus y square. What is dx here? 0 minus 2. X is given by a, x is a. What is y? Y is remain same, dy. And here the problem is in only in y. So, y limits are taken from 0 to b. This term is cancelled. So, integrate only with respect to y terms here. Minus 2a is y from 0 to b. Here 2a is constant, minus 2a right outside. Y integration with respect to dy. Minus 2a is constant. Y integration is y square by 2. Limits from 0 to b. Here 2 get cancelled. Minus a times upper limit b. In place of y, put b upper limit. Okay. Upper limit b square. Lower limit is 0. So you have the value along AB direction is minus AB square. It is second part. Second area. Okay. Second value. And again you can go to move to find along BC direction also. Next along BC direction, first write the coordinates. What is B coordinates? A comma B. And what is C coordinates? C coordinates are 0, B. So if you observe the coordinates, x is taking values from a to 0 and y value is taken as d. So y is equal constant, derivative become 0. Now replace these values in the integral. dc along f dot dr is equal to, here x is only running a to 0, f dot dr. What is f dot dr? Already learned here. X square plus y square dx minus 2xy dy. In this f dot dr, substitute the above limits. Already y is equal to b, dy is equal to 0. You can replace here. So this become x is equal to a to 0 limits x square plus what is y is here b, right? B square with respect to dx minus 2xy. What is dy again? 0. So this term should be cancelled. We have to integrate with respect to x. We'll get along BC f dot dr is equal to, along x is equal to a to 0, x square plus b square times dx. Integrate with respect to x square integration, x cube by 3 plus b square is constant, integration with respect to dx is x. Now replace the limits, x is from a to 0. Okay, if you take here, if you take upper limit in place of x, put upper limit 0, 0 upper limit 0 minus lower limit in place of x, put a here. Okay, a cube by 3 plus ab square. So we'll get answer minus a cube by 3 plus minus ab square. Minus a cube by 3 minus ab square. It is integral along APC direction. After dl, it's third one. At last, we have one more integral is there along CO direction. Along CO direction, it is given by last we'll find along CO direction. Along CO direction, first at the coordinates, what C value? C value is 0, P and center is 0, 0. So you can take x values 0, x is 0 clearly and dx also becomes 0 and y is taking the limits b to 0. Now replace these values in the line integral. Y is varying from b to 0 and already have the f dot dr, that is the function is x square plus y square with respect to dx minus 2xy dy. Now replace the above limits here. X is clearly 0, x is 0, okay, x is 0, dx 0. So this term clearly 0 minus this x also 0. You will get totally 0. Okay, you will get 0 term. That means there is no value along CO direction. It is fourth value. Now the circulation is given by the total circulation of the curve C is given by f dot dr. Already you have the integration along OA direction, along AB direction, along BC direction, along CO direction. Along first direction, we got already the value. First answer is a cube by 3, right? A cube by 3. And the second one is minus ab square. And third one value is minus a cube by 3 minus ab square, third one value. And fourth one value is 0. 0. Okay, here this terms getting cancelled. We have minus 2ab square. That means the work done is given by, the total curve is given by like this, f dot dr. This is the answer for the total circulation of the curve given in the problem.
ఇది అవసరం లేదు.